Hi everybody, today I wanted to do a quick comparison with the the Sena 5S and the Sena SMH5. Now the 5S was recently introduced. I believe it's been like a month on the market, and there's not a lot of reviews on YouTube or anywhere actually. So I got it. And in fact, I actually needed it because I wanted to be able to communicate with another person on the motorcycle. And I've only had the SMH5. Now, the good news is that they are compatible with each other. Pairing the intercom between the two of them was super easy, just as if you had the SMH5 and another SMH5. And I just wanted to point out the differences between the SMH5 and the 5S. There's quite a few. The big one, I believe, is that the 5S uses Bluetooth 5. And that means that you can use an app to control some of the settings through the app. For the SMH5, you will need their utility or to do the configuration, on the fly, listening to the configuration menus. Another difference that the 5S has is that it has a screen. Now, I've seen a lot of reviews saying, why do you need a screen for a Bluetooth communication device? You're not seeing it when you're putting the helmet on. But I actually think it's really nice because you can see the status on the screen when you try to pair it for the first time, when you try to troubleshoot things. If you want to see how much battery is left, it's on the display. Let me turn it on. Same thing. See, it tells you if it's connected with the music communication, the battery life. Really nice. So with this one, you had an LED light blinking. This one has an LCD, and you can see this LCD at dark too because it's an active LCD. Another thing that they changed is the wheel. They made it not as bubbly. You see how this one is bubbliest? This one is not, and actually has a better grip. But they made the back button smaller. This button in the back is a tad smaller. Let me show you how it looks like on the old one, or the SMH5. They're still selling it. So this is on the old one, SMH5, and this is the 5S. Very small difference. I believe that the feeling I feel here is that this one is protruding a little more. Okay? Another thing that I've noticed is that overall, the unit is a little bit thicker. Notice here. Right there. I'll try to put them both side by side here. As you can see, the base right here is just a tad bigger. But I believe that overall, they're about the same size because they removed some of the material here. Now, another thing that I think they should have addressed is putting the charge port not on the top. They put the charge port on the SMH on the top, and they kept it on the 5S. Why not put it on the bottom? Less chance of, if you get rained on, of the port getting water in it. Now, in a few seconds, I'll show you how it looks like in the app, because they actually added a lot of features that are really nice, and I'd like to point them out. Now, this is a good time to ask you guys, please thumb up if you find this video useful. It really helps. All right, so now as far as audio quality, I haven't not noticed much difference, if any. I think the SMH5 was great, and I think the 5S is great too. If I had to purchase the SMH5 again, I would. I just think that the 5S is probably a better choice at this point. It's newer, it has Bluetooth 5, and it's easier to configure using the app. So now let me show you the app. So as you can see, as soon as you connect to it, you can tell if you have the latest firmware installed. Now, unfortunately, it only tells you in order to update the firmware, you still need to connect your helmet to the computer, and using the utility that they provide, you got to download it on the website. So it would have been nice if they mentioned that you need to do it like that. So let me show you the basic settings, which is mostly where you're going to set all your settings. It has an audio equalizer. Everybody knows what's an equalizer. You can change the bass, treble, etc. Vox phone means that if this feature is enabled, you can answer incoming calls by just saying a word loudly enough. Vox intercom is that if you want to start an intercom, you would say a word such as hello or blow air into the microphone. And if Vox intercom is disabled, you can start the intercom conversation by tapping the jog dial. Audio multitasking, I think, is really nice because it lets the intercom work with the Bluetooth audio. And this is great if, say, you have a radar detector and you don't want to miss an alert, just in case you're talking in the intercom. If you didn't have this multitasking, you would have to set the audio source priority in addition. So the SMH doesn't have this option, by the way. Now, I believe when you have audio multitasking, the HD voice and the HD intercom is disabled. I'm going to turn it off here, and yeah, that's what it says here. And yeah, you can choose the audio source priority. So if you do have a radar detector, you can select music, and in this case, it will just override do the audio and then continue on to the intercom, I believe. But the most important part is that you are not going to miss an alert. But on the other hand, I just prefer it to mix it and do the audio multitasking. Another option that we have here is background volume, and the background volume can be adjustable only when audio multitasking is on. Headphone language, voice prompts, FM station guide. The FM station guide is when you switch to a station, it will tell you what frequency the channel is. Side tone means that while you talk, you will hear yourself talking on one of the speakers. And advanced noise control is just noise suppression. The other options that we have here, speed dial. You can set those up. You can also set the FM radio channels. You can also pair your intercom with another intercom by just scanning a barcode. So as you can see, I already paired my Sena SMH5 for the first location. So for the second location, I would click add and scan the barcode on the other unit. Now only the 5S and on have a barcode to be able to do this. But it really makes pairing another intercom much easier. So that's all I have for you today. If you have any questions or comments, please put it in the comment box. I'm sure I left some stuff out here. So if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. Also, check in the link in the description. I'll post a link to Amazon. Please check it out. And hopefully you have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.